This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
Homeland Stupidity.
HomelandStupidity.us.
Dave Ridley here, signing in for RidleyReport.com. This February 19th, 2008. It's one of those occasions where leftists and libertarians can come together, along with some disaffected conservatives, calling for the impeachment of George Bush. We're at the State House in Concord, and there's going to be a hearing on a bill calling for the impeachment. Basically, it would be the State House would be calling for, if the bill passes, that it would mean that the legislature of New Hampshire would be calling for the impeachment of the president.
But I was interested in what you were saying about
representatives to represent us, and they're not. I mean, they're being advised not to.
National strategy of the Democratic Party is not to push this, and I'm not sure quite why, either because it's so good for them in the next election to have Bush in the White House, or
A Democrat Party as well. Yes.
by doing that, and they are being complicit when they refuse to put impeachment forward.
they're being made very uncomfortable because most of them would very much like to see him impeached, though.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I think the New Hampshire libertarians and the progressives in New Hampshire can consolidate over this issue on the Constitution and the powers of the president. I personally think that we've got something we can come together over on this issue. And actually, it's an issue that all Americans should be fighting for, working towards. I think Republicans are now starting to think that the president really does need to be impeached because it has set a precedence.
So that was an interview with Mamie from Madbury, New Hampshire. She's a progressive activist, but, you know, like many of these folks, they see common ground with libertarians on this issue. She's waving the Constitution.
We're having this rally, and then for about 45 minutes, and then about 12:45 we will disperse and walk in back of this building, which is the Legislative Office building, and go to the third floor to rooms 305, 307, which is where the hearing will begin. Now, I've just been told by Betty that this committee has been doing their business since 10 a.m. and they're not really quite done with their other business, so they're a little late.
Now, the woman speaking now is Betty Hall, the state representative behind the bill.
I hope as many of you as can come over will come over. So, and as many of you who would like to testify, fill in those pink cards.
Kat Canning here from the New Hampshire Free Press is covering this. She's one of the many liberty activists here today, as well as leftists. Lauren Canario is here. She's also a liberty activist from Winchester, New Hampshire. Rich from Grafton, a free stater who moved from Montana last year. This guy here is talking about revolution.
Can you possibly say that you have secured to you the right to kick the bums out, or whatever other more colorful word you would like to use, if the vote counts are in complete secrecy on a corporate hard drive?
So, Rich, you're a libertarian activist, but why are you kind of working with leftists today on this?
I didn't know I was.
It is hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes they do sound like us.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I think we need to stop arguing about which way the government should be controlling us, and I think we're kind of doing that today. We're all in agreement that George Bush is working without the Constitution, In fact, it's been known that he's called it a GD piece of paper. And so I think that has a lot to do with why we're here, to encourage the first steps to impeachment.
Fair chances, Ron Paul, sticker on today. All right, this is Dave Ridley signing out from Concord, New Hampshire. Stay tuned for another report from this rally.
Have you ever wished you could just grab the president's attention for a few seconds and tell him what's wrong with Washington? Well, there is one Free Stater who's apparently already done it. Michael Hampton over at homelandstupidity.us. Hampton reports that a summary of at least one of his articles ended up in the president's daily news briefing. So, why do powerful Americans pay attention to homelandstupidity.us? Well, it's because Michael Hampton is a great whistleblower. Drop by homelandstupidity.us and see for yourself what the fuss is all about. homelandstupidity.us